Hello. So today I want to tell you about another game from Charming Games Collective. They were so kind to me at Gen Con and sent me home with several of their games. And this is Otter, which I mean, adorable and really fun to play. So this is a game for 1 to 4 players. And if you're playing the multiplayer game, you are going to have these otter heads out here. And then we will have otter tummies. So they will go, we'll give each one a random one to start with, and then 3 otter tails. And the way that this game works is everybody can have a player aid, and then there's lucky stones on the other side. So you have to empty your hand a certain number of times, and after you do that, you will win the game based on player count. So the fewer the players, the more times you have to empty your hand. Every time you do, you get a lucky stone. Once you have the right number of lucky stones, you win. So you'll have a hand of 10 cards. And these are my options. So this is telling me that I need to play a card that is higher and that is a star. And here we want a card that is near, so it means within 2 of the existing middle card, and it wants the little blue fish. And then here it wants even numbered, and it wants crabs. So I look at my hand, and the goal is I want to play as many cards as I can onto a single otter, because I'm trying to get rid of all of my cards. So the more cards I can play at once, the better it is for me. These are the 3 basic otter heads. There are also 2 advanced ones that you can play when you're ready. This one says outside, so the card you play needs to be outside of the numbers that are played. So if this was here, mine would need to be outside of 10 and 13. Yes, out, and then you flip it over and it says inside, and then we have shallow and deep, and it means shallow is the sum of the cards present is below 20, or the sum of the cards where you're playing is below 20 or above 20. So those are the advanced ones. Now, let's say I'm looking at my hand and I have really bad options for what's currently available. Well, I can draw anywhere between 1, 2, and 3 cards, which will let me flip otter heads or will let me exchange otter tails. So maybe now here I need to play lower than this 13. So I would draw 2 cards because I flipped and I exchanged. I need to play lower and I need to play green. So I could play 6, 3, 2. And that would be my turn. And I have not left great options for the next player to play lower than green because 1 is the lowest number. So there's not a lot of options. So they may want to flip and move around. So these are constantly changing and moving around as your goals. The only thing is you can only play on 1 otter per turn, and you must meet the rules. If you cannot do that once you've played a card, your turn ends and play goes to the next player. If I look at my hand and I'm like, wow, I can already play a lot of cards. So like near to this within 0 to 2 and orange, let's say it were my turn again. Well, I can play this 7 and this 9. I didn't have to draw anything to do that. So that's totally fine as well. But if it's my turn and I can't do anything, that's where you have to draw until you can move things around such that you can play somewhere between 1, 2, and 3 moves. You draw 1, 2, or 3 cards. And then, like I said, once you empty your hand, you will get a lucky stone. And based on player count, that will tell you how many times you have to empty your hand. And then you keep the cards you have. Everybody does. You deal back up to 10 and you play the next round until someone has acquired the required number of lucky stones and they are the winner. So this game is really cute. It's about trying to think how you can maximize what's in your hand to get rid of as many cards as at once as you can. Obviously, in order to do that, sometimes you have to draw more cards, which is a little counterintuitive, but if it's going to let you play a lot of cards, then it's going to be worth it. The game's adorable. Who doesn't love otters? Otters are cute. They're mean. They are really mean, but they are very cute. So they're cute and they're charming, just as Charming Games Collective suggests. I enjoy this game. When you're playing solo, you don't play with the tails, and the rules are a little bit different in that you have the 3 otter heads you're playing with, and then you have 3 draw piles you're playing from, and you have to play on a different otter from a different draw pile every time you play. So it's a little bit more puzzly, and you're trying to just get rid of all of the cards that you have. So I've been playing it solo and really enjoying that as well. So this is a really great option for 1 to 4 players. Comes in a small box. The deluxe edition actually comes inside of a plushie otter, which is so fun. But this is another game that's really portable, doesn't take up a ton of table space, quick to teach, easy to play, great for all ages. So I am enjoying Otter. I would love to know, have you played it? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.